Hi guys, Colton Flieger here. If I'm sounding tired or my voice is shot, it's because I'm tired and it's early. But I just woke up and I couldn't get back to sleep, so I thought, okay, let's go up, have breakfast, and have a few games, see how we do in War Thunder. And this here is the Panzer Kampfwagen 4 Ausführung. Yay, I believe it is. Yes, it's the yay. And don't ask me why they sorry, removed the Schürzen from the side between the H and the yay model. Perhaps it was some kind of economy thing. They needed more metal for other things, so they kind of just stripped off the Schürzen on the Panzer IV to the yay model. And this here, this tank is what you get when you buy it. I have not modified it in any way. In fact, I don't even have repairs, so let's see how we do. That was short. This cannon is good though, as with all of the Panzer Kampfwagen 4s up until from the F2 model and onwards. That should be a hit. Whoa! Oh, I hit the artillery. Okay, so I'm firing at artillery. Well, the Pak 40 gun should be enough to knock out artillery. And since this is the new version of the RB, Ground Forces battles, I don't get any kind of pop-ups on my minimap. So I'm eternally grateful to Gaijin for deleting that feature, the map spotting. It makes the game a lot better, I believe. And yeah, I kinda enjoy it. And I'm also playing the game with my new graphics card and my new processor. So I amped up the graphics somewhat. So I hope we're doing okay FPS wise and quality wise with the graphics. I'll have to have a look later on and watch the replay and see how it does. So apparently the enemy has capped A, so we're gonna go up here and try to reinforce our push once we get high. Oh, that's a Sherman. Seems like it's a 105 Sherman. Let's see if we can hit it. That was low. Let's have another one. Going for the machine gun port. I hit low there, but that's all good. I did critical damage, so I'm satisfied. Second hit hits low at the upper glacis, and we score a critical hit, enough to get. Oh, there's a locust, and he stopped just in time to dodge my shot there. So let's see if we can knock him out now. Is he dead? Maybe that was a glancing hit. I don't know. Let's give him another round. So he's not firing. He's probably dead, but I'll shoot another round just in case. Yeah, let's move on. What's that? That seems like it's a KV-1, perhaps? Could be a Sherman as well. So let's aim for the side of the turret. That's a tricky shot. If I didn't know any better, I would think that was a M10 Wolverine. But since I know that the M10 Wolverine isn't in the game, I think he's dead. So that was probably a Sherman. It's hard to tell at longer ranges. So I like the looks of the tank. I like the color scheme, and although I shared my opinion on the removal of the Schürzen from the H to the J model, but it's probably just that they needed the materials. Don't take my word for it, because I'm not completely sure about it, but if I was to guess right here, I would say that that was the case. So I'm gonna try to move up on the flank here. Let's see what we can find here on the other side. So there's some fire happening down here. Yeah, I see a tank. Possibly a Sherman. Yes, Sherman. No, that's a Chaffee. Positive hit there. Let's see if we can finish him off. No, hit the transmission, so that's a immobile light tank. He's gone. Let's scan for some more targets, see if we can find any mobiles out in the open. No, don't think we have any kind of targets up here. So yeah, the new realistic battles. This rocks. Having no pop-ups on the minimap. I'm a big fan of that. I think they should keep the game as it is right now, because this is great. This really promotes team play and tactical awareness, and yeah. The only thing I've found out about the recent changes to the ground forces and the way you get matches, or that in... Wait, what's this? Something is firing rapid fire over here. Yeah, thought so. That's a M16 or something like that. Got one. Let's grab another. Hit the transmission, and he's gone. Okay, so there's more tanks down here. That one was dead. Oh, and we've been capped. Okay, so let's go back. I want to have some tank-on-tank combat. I don't want to grab some easy kills by... There's a Sherman right there. See if it pops up. That seems like a Jumbo, to be honest. Maybe it's M4A2. Yeah. I really want to get down into the depression here. Don't want to give him my hull. Clear shot at the hull. If I do that, I'm gonna be any easy pickings for a Sherman. There he is. Let's see if we can knock that tank out. Hit the turret. Kill the gunner, it seems. He's moving. Gun mantlet, bounce that shot. Okay, so he's thinking I'm here at the moment. So we have to move up on the flank. So let's try to use the mobility on this tank. It's not really fast, but it's decent enough to flank enemies, and really that's what you need to do, because you can't take hits in this thing. Although I have successfully avoided just that up until now, but if you take hits in it, you will be toast. Because look where the ammo racks are. If you get hit in the front, chances are you'll get hit through the driver or the radio operator, and then the shot will head on into the ammo racks right behind them. And if you get hit in the side, there's ammo racks all around, so it's not the ideal tank to get hit in. Meanwhile, while we are climbing up here, might just as well... Oh, So there's the Sherman. His gun's gone. Let's see if we can knock him out here. He exploded. I don't know whether that was a killing shot or not. Got the kill assist again. Don't know where those guys came from. But yeah. Whoa! What the hell? What the hell? Did I get hit by that KV2? Or what happened? I have no idea. I got hit by a... What? I completely missed that guy. What in the actual... He is... I have to look at the replay. Possibly I totally missed that M104 or M4 105. That could have been the case. Although I think I was cautious moving up. Well, the beauty of realistic battles with no HUDs. If you mess up, you're dead. And if you're not careful enough, you're dead. So my recommendations for the Panzer IV J would be that you should take it easy and try to stay at the second line when attacking. You should see yourself as a support tank, perhaps. That would be your best bet. And if you do that, you should do well. And really do stay away from enemy fire. You don't want to take shots in that thing. Maybe you can do that at lower ranks, but given the kind of armor you have, you can't really take any kind of fire. As your hull armor is most likely 50 millimeters. No, the hull armor is 80 millimeters, but the turret armor is a bit weaker. A bit thinly armored, or more thinly armored. So yeah, a win there at the end. It's all good. And there's a tank, but I missed him. Let's see if we can unlock any components to the Panzer IV J. I hope I really get parts. I really kinda need it. So not the uber good game, but it's still pretty decent enough. I believe I got 4 assists. 2 bolt kills, and maybe I got 1. Yeah, 1 tank kill, 1 play kill. So really, that's how you're gonna do. If you want to do well in the tank, that's what you'll have to do. Stay in a kind of a supportive role when using the Panzer IV, and that also goes for the Panzer IV H. This guy, he's sitting at the same rank, and here you can see the turret armor. It's only 50 millimeters up front, and the hull armor is actually increased. They did that to give the Panzer IVs an additional defense against Russian anti-tank guns. You know, the 76.2 anti-tank gun. They increased the armor so that they could actually survive a hit from light and medium anti-tank guns in Russia. But what I don't understand is why they didn't increase the turret armor. It was initially not designed to have this gun in it. This gun is a modification later on when they found out that they needed a bigger gun for this tank if they would be able to be successful in the war. So this turret and the turret traverse and the turret ring was already overcumbered or heavily loaded, so putting on additional frontal armor on this thing could potentially render the turret immobile because the weight would have been too high and the turret traverse would have been abysmally bad. So perhaps that's why they had thinner armor at the turret. Since you have a battle rating of 4.7, you will find yourself going up against guys like, let's have a look at the Russian tree, see what kind of tanks you face. Yeah, KV2, KV85, absolutely. IS-1 probably, yes. You might face these guys and this one as well. Will you go up against T-44? No, you won't. Su-85s, both of the Su-85s, and really these guys as well. And on the American tree you would face enemies such as all the way up to this guy at rank 4. Since you have... No, you have a battle rating of 4.7, so you won't... Yes, you might face this guy at worst. And this guy. And if you face a Jumbo, a M4 Sherman Jumbo, run for it. You won't have a chance. Perhaps you will though if you get the upgraded ammo. Let's have a look. Yeah. If you get the upgraded ammo and you know where to aim, you might actually be able to knock out any kind of tank you face. So let's have another game in the Panzer 40K. This is my ammo loadout. Perhaps I should take some more rounds, since we are after all on Kursk. And these battles tends to be long. Don't really want to go around the western flank, and this tank, I don't believe in that. So I kinda spawned in the wrong area and there's enemies coming in. That was a IL-2 hit with one of his bombs and knocked out the AAA tank. We're gonna try to take up positions on the ridge. Let's see if we can knock... No. Not a chance. So once again we're on Kursk, huh? But this time it's in the simulator battle mode. And as usual, we're under siege by Allied airplanes, and they're trying to knock out as many of us as possible. So we're gonna go up to the ridge and peek over the ridge and see if we can spot any enemies. If we don't do that, I'll go down on this flank here, on the right flank, to see if they are moving up that way. Seems like I have spotted one tank so far. Or maybe that's just a bush. No, yeah, no, it's moving. Alright, so that's an enemy, most likely. Should be coming up here. Yeah, a Sherman. So let's try to knock him out. I'm guessing about 1,000 meters. No, that was way too far. Let's go for 700. And a side shot at that. Good hit into the turret. Let's go for slightly lower. And adjust for the range. That was a bit too high. Or low, I mean. Try to hit him in the side of the turret. Good effect on that shot. Let's give him another one. Oh man, no. Yeah, nice. But that wasn't my kill, that must have been. That shot did not knock out that M4. So how about this tank down here? Is that an enemy? No, that's a friendly. Firing at what? Firing at some kind of tank up there. Behind the tree, I'm guessing. No, there's the enemy. That's T-50? Could it be? That's too far. Hit the track, so he's stationary now. Should be an easy kill. Yes. So kill number 2 in the Panzer IV. Yay. So what's that? Is that a friendly or not? It seems like a friendly. Yeah, Panzer IV. He's firing at something down here. Seems like he's in the supreme spot. Oh, he's actually in a spot where he can see a lot of tanks, and I'm not. I'm in a bad spot. Or in a spot where I'm in a lot of cover, and that's could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. So 2 kills. What do? Do we go up and secure his flank? Or do we stay around here? Please note that I'm parked just below the ridge. I don't want to park up on the ridge, because if I do that, I'll present myself as a target against the, or present myself as a silhouette against the sky on the ridge line. But if you're on the slope, just across the ridge line, you present yourself as a much a harder target to spot. And that was some kind of tank that saw me right there. Yeah, that's the... Oh, it's a T-34-85. Let's see if we can knock him out with the second shot there. No, we couldn't, but we could mess up his tank pretty good. See if we can curve the shot in. Nope. Okay, we need to deal with him, otherwise he'll kill us once he have repaired. And I didn't have to mind that really, since I got shot in the side by M4. Oh man, seems like our... Yeah, that was the M4 I was actually looking at before, but I had no shot at him. So yeah, really, this tank is not the best medium tank on the German tree. I would say if you want a good medium tank, a good German medium, that would be any of the Panthers. I would go for those, for sure. They're a lot better than the Panzer IVs. But I do like to play the Panzer IV, since it's a historically important tank. It was actually involved in most of the battles during World War II. And that's a tank right there. What kind of tank is that? Right there. If it's an enemy, he'll go to the left. If it's a friendly, he'll go to the right. That's Panzer IV. Okay. So we cleared B, so let's go up to the ridge, I reckon, and have a look across the ridge, see if we can spot anything moving up. Here's a Sherman. No, it's a Chaffee moving up. Let's see if we can pop him before he sees us. Bang. Yeah. Did he see us? No, he did not. That's it, you're gone. Let's relocate. check the flank. We'll move up on the left flank here. See if we can... Oh, they're about to cap the... or they're actually capping. Cap zone. That's not good. See if we can spot that guy in the cap. Whoa, took some fire. I'm just guessing that's AI firing at me. Can't see any... There, T-34. Was that too high? Could have been too high. Let's aim for a slightly lower shot. No. It was a knocked out tank. That's the Russian AT line firing at me. I don't have time for those guys. And now I'm really in the ship. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I got spotted because I was the guy the furthest up, the closest to the AT line. Yeah, so you're not cocky when playing the Panzer IV against this kind of opposition. And you shouldn't be, because one hit and you're dead, more or less. So you really need to be stealthy and think about what you're doing when you're using the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV at this level of its BR isn't as good as the Panzer IV F2 or the earlier Panzer IVs. They can actually get away with taking hits. This tank can't. And so you're gonna use your 2 respawns in the simulator battles, because if you take a hit, you're dead. And if you get surprised, you're dead. And if you take an unlucky hit, you're dead. So any way you look at it, you'll be knocked out if you take any kind of return fire. So you don't want to put yourself in that kind of position. And this tank doesn't really have good sloped armor like the Panther's does. So that's why I'm saying that the Panther is a much better tank to use if you want to play a medium tank in this game. And the Panther does also have better turret armor, whereas this tank doesn't really have the turret armor that it needs, since the turret would be too heavy for the turret ring if they would put on more armor on the turret. And it's heavy enough carrying the Pak 40, really. So that was a first impressions video for the Panzer IV. I really like this tank, but I can't give it the full score. I will only give it 1 thumbs up out of 2, because it's a weak tank and all it has to play with that works for its benefits is the good gun and a decent mobility and a decent or an okayish lower hull armor. The rest of this tank isn't all that good. But yeah, it's not that bad for being a tank designed during the 30s. I'm not saying this edition of the tank was designed during the 30s, but the main concept of the Panzer IV was actually designed during the 30s, so it's not that bad. The German army did what they could with what they had, and this is the product. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got an idea about how to play the Panzer IV. I'm doing the best I can, and this was what I could muster. So yeah, I'll see you guys around.